Hello, my dear children. Now, again, we are here to learn some more new topic related to our topic laws of motion, in which a very important article that is very important in our daily life. We can do a small activity based on this, that is friction. So today, our learning objective is friction. Without friction, we cannot walking. Without friction, no machine can move. So my dear children, what do you mean by friction here? Simple manner, I can say the friction is an opposing force. Friction is an opposing force. We can say like this. Dear children, friction as an opposing force. Friction is an opposing force comes into play. Friction is an opposing force comes into play when one body actually moves. When one body actually moves, we can say it is slides, or we can say either it is rolling like that. Suppose anybody, this is the body here and this is the another body like this, and we are applying a force in this direction, but in opposite direction we are having a force that is called frictional force. Here the body slides, or we can take an example here when the body rolls like this. Here the body is rolling. So while sliding or while rolling, what will be the friction that we are going to see? Or even tries to move over the surface of another body. So actually moves or even tries to move over the surface of another body. The force of friction is the force that develops at the surface of contact of the two bodies. जहां पर दोनों बॉडी कांटेक्ट में आ रही है, where we will get friction and impacts their relative motion. So my dear children, the friction are of three types. Here we are going to see the friction are of three types. First one is static friction. We are going to talk. Let us consider a block of weight. Suppose here it is a block of weight is placed on this table. We are going to see this. The direction of attempt slide, say in this direction, we are applying a force P. Weight mg is downward. Normal reaction force R upward. And on this contact surface, in the opposite side, the force that applied here or appears here is called force of friction or frictional force. The body of weight mg lying on this surface, when a body presses against the surface, then the surface, or I can say deforms, even if it appears to be rigid. So you can say weight mg is in downward direction and perpendicular force that is in upward direction, that is the normal reaction force. Okay? Yes sir. Suppose a small force F is applied at here. Body will not move. When you increase the force of friction also increases here. So we know that can say small force P is applied on the block. We know from our experience that small applied force may not be able to move the body. बॉडी आगे नहीं बढ़ेगी। एक निश्चित फोर्स लगने के बाद ही बॉडी को हम आगे ले जा सकते हैं। तो एट दैट टाइम आई कैन से माय डियर चिल्ड्रन कि द फोर्स F पैरेलल टू द सरफेस ऑफ द बॉडी इन कांटेक्ट विद द टेबल व्हेन द बॉडी स्टार्ट्स मूविंग so long as the block does not move, जब तक F is equal to P रहेगा, body will not move at all, because opposing frictional force and applied force both are equal here. It means that as we increase P, friction F also increases. जैसे जैसे P बढ़ाते जा रहे हैं, opposing force F also increases. Okay, opposing force that comes into play. So what I can say here, the opposing force comes into play here when one body tends to move over the surface of another body, but the actual motion has yet not started. अभी तक motion start नहीं हुआ है. That force here it is called static friction. Static friction does not exist by itself. When there is no applied force, there is no static friction. So opposing force F here is called static friction. The opposing force F here is called static friction. Okay? So as the applied force P is increased, F also increases, remaining equal and opposite to the applied force. So my dear children, as we increase the applied force, जैसे जैसे आप इस फोर्स को बढ़ाते जाएंगे, as we increase the applied force, a stage comes when the body just starts to move. एक ऐसी स्टेज आएगी जब बॉडी चलना प्रारंभ कर देगी. A stage comes. So static friction at this stage where the body start to move is a maximum static force. That is called maximum static force, and that maximum value of static friction is here called limiting friction. That is called here limiting friction. The limiting friction, write down the definition here. Limiting friction. My dear children, limiting friction is the maximum opposing force that comes into play when one body just start moving over the surface of the another body. Or I can say P is greater than F. So at that time I can say when we increase the applied force slightly beyond limiting friction, उससे भी ज्यादा हम बढ़ा दें, फोर्स बढ़ाते जाए तो बॉडी चलना प्रारंभ कर देगी. So at that time my dear children, when we increase the applied force slightly beyond the limiting friction, the actual motion of the body starts. The actual motion of the body will start. It does not mean friction disappeared. It only means that applied force is now greater than the force of limiting friction. Force of limiting friction से applied force ज्यादा हो गया है तो बॉडी चलना प्रारंभ कर देगी. उस समय जो हमारे पास फ्रिक्शन होगा, that friction is called kinetic friction. That friction is called kinetic friction. The kinetic friction, or I can say my dear children, dynamic friction. The kinetic friction or dynamic friction is the opposing force. It is also opposing force that comes into play when one body is actually moving over the surface of the another body. Over the surface of the another body, that is called here kinetic friction. If I draw a graph, बना रहा हूं मैं और उससे मैं एक्सप्लेन करेंगे यहां पर. If I draw a graph in between the applied force and force of friction, Here, you just draw the graph. Here, it is in this direction and applied force. Or here, in this direction, force of friction. Here the direction, force of friction. So what I am taking here, starting applied force increases, force of friction also increases. It is a maximum value. Then at here, slightly force of friction decreases, say from point A to point B, and then when the body starts moving, it's a constant force of friction from B to C. This point here is a force of limiting friction, Fl. Here the force, that is a kinetic friction, like this. Or here to here, force of static friction. So my dear children, these are the points, say K and L. Draw this graph, then I am explaining. Here my dear children, I can say the part OA of the curve represents the static friction, which goes on increasing when the applied force is increasing here. At A, the static friction is maximum. This represents OL. Beyond A, the force of friction is seen to decrease here. The friction BC of the curve represents an kinetic friction, and the value of the kinetic friction here it is OK. Okay, right now. Now, the kinetic friction is always slightly less than the limiting friction. Look, look. Kinetic friction is always slightly less than the limiting friction. Then, my dear children, so dynamic friction or kinetic friction may also have two types. That is, one is sliding friction and another one is a rolling friction. एक हम घिसके चल रहे हैं, एक रोल होके चल रहा है, वॉलीबॉल चल रहा है, फुटबॉल चल रहा है. तो sliding friction, it is the opposing force when the body slides over the surface of another body. So what is the meaning here? The sliding friction that comes into play when one body actually slides. When one body actually slides over the surface of another body. That is called sliding friction. When the block is moved over the flat surface of the table. When this block moves, then in the opposite direction a friction force is there. That friction which comes into play is called sliding friction. Then what is our rolling friction? The opposing force here that comes into play. The opposing force that comes into play when one body is actually rolling here, actually rolling over the surface of the another body, over the surface of the another body. For example, when a wheel or a circular disc or a ring or a cylinder rolls over a surface, here this is a wheel. When it is rolling in opposite direction, the force of friction comes into play, that is kinetic friction. Okay, that is rolling friction. Then I can say, my dear children, yes, then I can say law of limiting friction. What laws of limiting friction here? So here I am going to explain laws of limiting friction. Laws of limiting friction. So dear children, we can say here the three or four laws of limiting friction. Law of limiting friction. Here first, the magnitude of the force of limiting friction the magnitude of the force of limiting friction, that is F, between any two surface in contact is directly proportional to the normal reaction. It is directly proportional to the normal reaction. This is the first law. When the body is heavy, normal reaction R is equal to mg increases. When the force or when the body is heavy, normal reaction increases. So F increases. So F increases here. Hence P is equal to F increases. Here you can see. Here is the applied force, force of limiting friction, mg and normal reaction. All you can see from here. Now, my dear children, more force is required. More force is required to move a heavier body. Okay? Now, the second law of limiting friction, the direction of the force of limiting friction, direction of force of limiting friction is always opposite. Is always opposite the direction. The direction of the force of limiting friction is always opposite to the direction in which body is moving over the other. Body is moving over the other. The direction of opposing force, it is always opposite. Body इधर मूव कर रहा है, force इधर लग रहा है हमारे पास. Then what is the third law? The third law of friction is the force of limiting friction. The force of limiting friction. My dear children, this is the law of 3. The force of limiting friction is independent of the area of contact. It is independent of the area of contact. It is independent of the area of contact so long as normal reaction between the two bodies in contact remains the same. So it is independent of area of contact. Then what is the fourth law? The force of limiting friction between any two bodies. Between any two bodies in contact depends on the nature of the matter of the surface. Depends on the nature of the material of the surface. Okay, these are the 4 basic laws that is to be remembered, the laws of limiting frictions. Then my dear children, what do you mean by coefficient of friction? The coefficient of friction, what is the meaning here? I am going to explain coefficient of friction. Coefficient of friction according to the first law of limiting friction, that is F is proportional to R. It is directly proportional to the normal reaction force. The constant of proportionality here is mu. So mu is equal to F by R. Mu is equal to F by R. Mu is called constant of proportionality or coefficient of limiting friction. This is called coefficient of limiting friction between the two surfaces in contact. It is the ratio of the force of limiting friction and normal reaction. Force of limiting friction divided by normal reaction. So mu comes out to be F by R. Okay? When there is a kinetic friction, then I can write here mu of K is equal to F K by R. This is there for kinetic friction. So mu K is called the coefficient of kinetic or dynamic friction. So I can say F K is less than to that of F. So coefficient of kinetic friction is always less than mu. So I can say mu k is less than mu. The coefficient of kinetic friction is always less than the coefficient of limiting friction. Okay? So remember these things. These are very, very important. Then my dear children, what do you mean by angle of friction? What do you mean by angle of friction? The angle of friction here. Dear my dear children, angle of friction between any two surface is the angle which it is the angle which the resultant force of angle which the resultant force of limiting friction. Resultant force of limiting friction मतलब F. So resultant force of limiting friction F and normal reaction R. And normal reaction R. Normal reaction R match with the direction of normal reaction R. Match with the normal reaction R. My dear children, you see this diagram here. Here, the body moves in an applied force say P. The coefficient of friction, frictional force F. The normal reaction R. The weight mg. Now, see that this is the normal reaction. Here is the limiting friction. Then the resultant force here along OC, it makes an angle theta. So this is the angle here. This is called angle of friction. OA represent OA here. This point OA represents the normal reaction which balances the weight mg of the body. Normal reaction balances the weight mg of the body. O and P here represents F, that is the limiting force of sliding friction. When the body tends to move to the right, complete the parallelogram OACP, join OC. This represents the resultant of R and F. So by definition I can say angle AOC is equal to theta. So the angle of friction between the two bodies. So angle of friction depends on the material and the nature of surface in contact. The relation between mu and theta निकालना हो तो अगर AOC, what is tangent theta? Tangent theta is perpendicular, that is AC upon OA. Here AC upon OA. AC is OB. OB upon OA. OB upon OA. OB is F. R, that is mu. This is the there. So mu comes out to be F by R. So mu is equal to आइए बच्चों tangent theta. This is angle of friction. Okay. Now, my dear children, one more thing I want to say. What do you mean by angle of repose? Another term that I can say, what do you mean by angle of repose? The angle of repose or angle of sliding is the minimum angle. Angle of repose or angle of sliding is the minimum angle of plane, minimum angle of inclination of a plane with the horizontal, such that body placed on the plane just began to slide down. Just I am going to draw a diagram here. Here, just see the inclined plane. Here is the body. Yes. Here, the weight of the body mg. Normal reaction. It is the force F. Here, we can say this angle is alpha. The component here is mg sin alpha. Here, the component is mg cos alpha. mg sin alpha. और जिधर एंगल बनेगा that is cos alpha. Here, this angle is alpha. So weight mg of the body actually vertically downwards. Normal reaction R. The component here F is balanced by mg sin alpha. F is balanced by mg sin alpha and R is balanced by mg cos alpha. So what we are getting? Tangent of alpha is equal to F by R. F by R that is equal to tangent theta, जो हमने अभी भी किया है. तो coefficient of limiting friction between the two surfaces in contact is equal to the tangent of the angle of repose. This angle is called angle of repose when the body just begins to slide and rolling. In both the cases, the angle of friction is always equal to the angle of repose. Okay? Bye.